Did you guys hear? Did you see the consequences for the action? So in essence, it's not good to play pranks, right? Okay. Who else is reading? Okay, Valerie.
Borghi was, however, determined to do what was considered impossible. Setting out to find the princess and unknown to him, he was an adventure. Though there was no sleeping time in the Kishi land, he waited until he was sure no one would see him. Then he packed a few belongings into his sack and went off.
As they were relaying the story of the loss of the princess to Queen Kina and other Kishis that had gathered, the queen cried uncomfortably, and so many Kishis also cried. The Kishis went back sad, and a meeting was hurriedly called by Gag, the oldest of them all. None really knew exactly how old he was, but they all respected him for his old age and looks. He had really long beards that reached the ground. Sometimes his beard tangled among crops when he flew. As a result, Gag hardly flew again. Gag cleared his throat and all went silent. Everyone turned to him. He cleared his throat once again and spoke like an old Kishi that he was.
When considering how a society can develop a reading culture, there is no better group to start with: children. Once they start reading early, they hardly ever stop. This is why the idea of a children's book club is so fascinating. After the book club meeting, a chat with the club's founder and the author reveals more.
Ladies, it's nice to be with you, and it was fun being part of the book club. Thanks for your time. Toby, why are you putting book club events together for children? It's interesting. I've been to a lot of book club events, but not too many for children. They're not very common out there. Yeah. Why are you doing book club events for children?
It stems from a long range of reasons, but for me, the game changer for me was when I went for a meeting. We talked about how, as a culture in Nigeria, for instance, we don't have research culture, and you're speaking to certain people about certain things, and some of them just take that information and run with it without actually verifying if this information is right or not. And also, when you speak to certain children, they can't tell exactly why they're Nigerians. They can't tell how they contribute to the country. And I felt, okay, there's something wrong. And I feel like it has to start from the ground up. So children need to be educated in the real sense of what education should be, which is beyond literacy and numeracy, but in life generally. And the only way that this information can come by is if they're reading. I mean, with the advent of social media, people just put up whatever they like. So basically, I can write stuff I like and put it on Wikipedia, and it will be published, you know. So I just wanted our children to learn to read and do their own research and see, is this thing true or not? I felt that part was necessary, that culture was necessary for the children to adopt. So we started the book club because I wanted them to be able to think. I feel like people make a lot of mistakes as adults because they're ignorant, basically. And I felt like getting them to read was the bedrock of getting them informed. So that's the reason why I do what I do.
Obiageli, you've written about 3 books for children.
Yes.
Why are you writing children's literature?
I've read the Cinderellas, the Rapunzels, and all the books. And I wanted something exciting African, not the sub story. I wanted something that could broaden my view, help me fantasize. But I didn't find anything. And I kept searching, and I kept asking around. I have a friend that actually imports books. And I said, Madam, can I get something African that can inspire me, that can excite me? And she said, oh, sorry, there's nothing like that. And so I decided to write, since I have that ability, something that with time would compete and surpass whatever what Disney and Co are doing, but African-based, to encourage our children to dream, because what you see and what you hear becomes you. So that's my basic reason for writing.
Obiageli, you write for children, but it's a totally different ball game to read to them. What was your experience like?
It was fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed hearing them analyze my book, the fact that they could pick out points on their own was really amazing. It shows that they think beyond even what we expect, When I saw the Be United, I was like, really?
Yeah,
How did that
come from?
There are certain questions you don't expect children of certain age to be able to ask. And when I saw the little girl that asked the question, I was like, wow, this is wonderful.
Toby, how do you set up a book club for children? A lot of people out there are keen.
You need to come up with a motive, first of all. So what do you want to achieve with your book club? So if that is clear in your mind, it kind of directs you how you go. So pick a book, tell your children, okay, make them read the book in sections and pick out what they like. Let them learn new words and make up things as you go. I feel like that's the basic to forming your own book club. I mean, it's such it's good to have the author around. It's just awesome. But you don't even need that to start a book club. You just need to have a few people who are interested and get your books running, talk about things that you like and what you learn from the book. And mostly related to reality, because they should be able to sync up with this book that they're reading. So try and relate it to real life, and yeah, it should be fine.
Ladies, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
It's been nice having this chat with you.